A one-size-fits-all vaccine that showed promise at preventing pancreatic cancer from coming back. The new clinical trial results were published yesterday. Pancreatic cancer, we know, is a major concern because its 5-year survival rate is only about 13%, and up to 80% of those cancers have a high potential to come back. NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar is here to break down the results of this trial for us. And I feel like the word game changer was made for this sort of a story. We know that this particular trial was made up of about 20 people with pancreatic cancer, 5 people with colorectal cancer. They all had standard treatment, chemo, surgery in many cases. They received 6 priming doses of this experimental vaccine. So walk us through the trial's timeline here. And what these results show.
Yeah, so what this trial was really looking at was whether or not giving patients who, as you said, underwent standard of care, chemotherapy and surgery, if they were administered this cancer vaccine, could this help to prevent recurrence and extend recurrence-free survival? And that's, in fact, what they found. You already told our viewers that the pretty dismal statistics for pancreatic cancer. And what they found is that the individuals who received the cancer vaccine, about 85% of them did mount the expected immune response that we wanted to see. And about 2/3 of them had such a robust immune response that was still detected months after they were administered this therapy. They extended their cancer-free survival to about 29 months. It was pretty amazing.
So help us understand, how does this vaccine work, and how significant really is this in the broader picture?
I think for patients or viewers to understand sort of the concept of what a cancer vaccine does, if you think normally we give vaccines so that we mount an immune response to protect us against viruses and bacteria and things like that. In the case of a cancer vaccine, in this particular case, we're priming the immune system to recognize particular mutations that these cancer cells have. And that's what basically does. So you're basically introducing this little snippet of this genetic mutation, and now you've essentially triggered your immune system to be like a little army of surveillance, what we call T cells, looking for any cell that has that cancer mutation and killing it. Our immune system has the ability to kill cancer cells. And that's what we're doing here. We're basically exploiting that possibility from our immune system. And that's what it demonstrated here. The thing is that this was an early trial, right? This was a phase 1, as you mentioned, 25 participants. It has to, we have to see this success move through phase 2 and phase 3 before we're talking about FDA approval for such a drug.
Help us understand some of the science of these cancers, right? Why has it been so difficult to find a successful, widely available cancer vaccine up to now?
Well, so first of all, cancer vaccine, the idea of it is newer. Like we talked about immunotherapy, which is sort of along the same lines of like taking the break off the immune system in order to kill cancer cells. Cancer vaccine technology is a little bit newer, and some cancers are just trickier, meaning that if you can identify one genetic mutation that you can target with the cancer vaccine, they see that and they immediately start working on another pathway. And so that's what's made it particularly challenging for certain cancers, but it's also why this is particularly great for patients with pancreatic cancer. And by the way, the mutation that this cancer vaccine is targeting, it's not specific to pancreatic or colorectal. It's seen in other cancers. And that's what makes this kind of unique. It's not personalized to the patient. It's actually what we call an off-the-shelf cancer vaccine that could theoretically be used in any cancer that has this genetic mutation.
Some good news for sure.
Absolutely.
On this
Very
front.
promising.
Dr. Natalie Azar, thank you so much.
You bet.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.